Hey guys, how's it going? It's Michael here, and I'm here to show you how to play Jumbleberry Fields. Now, Jumbleberry Fields is a daily activity in the arcade, meaning that you can play it once a day for free. And the cool thing about this game is at the end of the game, instead of being awarded Kinz Cash, like you do on most games, you're actually awarded berries that you can either feed to your pet or use to fill up jars of preserves. When they're filled, you can trade these jars for prizes, but I'm going to talk a little bit more about that at the end of our game. Let's get right to it. So as you can see at the top here, there's 5 different jars. Now in each of these jars, there's a dice. Each of these dice has 10 sides, and there's berries on all these 10 sides of the dice. On 3 of the 10 sides of the dice, there's a Jumbleberry. On 3 more sides of the dice, there's a Sugarberry. So the Jumbleberries and the Sugarberries represent 6 out of the 10 sides of the dice. That makes these berries common, and every single time you roll the dice, you'll probably see these berries most of the time. 2 of the 10 sides of the dice have a Pickleberry, and the rarest berry is the Moonberry, because only one side of the 10-sided dice has a Moonberry on it. So that's not going to come up very many times. So when it does, you want to hold on to it. Now, if you did the math there, that was 3, 3, 2, 1. So that's 9 sides of the dice. There's one side left, and that one has a pest on it, and that's represented by a little bug. And that's really not helpful in the game at all. So you just want to get rid of that as soon as you can. Now, the way that this game works is that there's 9 rounds, and in each round you have 3 rolls to try to group berries together. Now, when you group berries together, they're actually worth points, and then you can try to score your points in one of the 9 categories below here. And you want to try to get the most amount of points in all 9 rounds of the game. So now each berry has a point value. So the Jumbleberry and the Sugarberries, those ones appear the most times. As I said, they're common, so they're only worth 2 points each. The Pickleberry is uncommon. That's worth 4 points every single time you use it in a combination. And the Moonberry, that one's the most valuable one. So whenever you can use that in a combination, you actually get 7 points for it. Okay, so let's roll the dice and let's start a new game here. So what I mentioned before is that you want to try to group berries together to get the most value of points. Now, there's 3 Jumbleberries here and 1 Pickleberry. Okay, so it's our first roll, first round. I'm going to try to use the Pickleberry in a combination. So if I want to keep the Pickleberry, I click on it, and that locks the lid of the jar. So next time I roll the dice, I have 2 more rolls left this round. Next time I roll the dice, all the other berries, all the other dice are going to roll except for the one that I locked. So I'm going to be able to keep that Pickleberry. Now look at that. I have 4 Jumbleberries. So down here, if you hover your cursor over one of the categories, it will tell you how much your berries are worth. So here, this category, it's just Jumbleberries. So all it does is it counts how many Jumbleberries you have showing. So here I have 4 Jumbleberries. They're worth 2 points each, so that's going to be worth 8 points. I don't have any Sugarberries, so that's worth 0. I have the 1 Pickleberry there, so that's worth 4. I don't have any Moonberries, so that's worth 0. So right now, I could go for this category, Jumbleberries. Let's see my other options. Basket of 3 means that you have to have at least 3 of the same type of berry showing here. So I do have at least 3 Jumbleberries. They're not worth very much though, so that would only give me 12 points. This category, when it's the basket of 3, it counts the 3 berries that you have that are the same, and it also counts these 2 berries. So again, we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that one would be worth 12 points. Not great. Basket of 4, also 12 points because it's using the same berries at the top. I have 4 of the Jumbleberries. But again, 12 is not very good. I might want to save these ones for a little bit later. Basket of 5, you have to have all the same type of berry. Mixed basket, you need at least one of each type of berries above, and you can have a 5th berry from any type. And the free rolls, it's just gonna, you can use this when you run into a little bit of trouble, and free roll is gonna count all the types of berries that you have up here, and you don't have to have it in any specific combination. Anyway, I have 1 roll left here, and I have 5 of the Jumbleberries, so I'm actually gonna try to go for the basket of 5 category. That one's the hardest one to get because obviously you need all 5 the same. So if you lock a lid, you can unlock it at any point just by clicking on it. So I'm gonna unlock that lid. I'm going to lock these 4. And when I roll here, I'm going to hope that I get another Jumbleberry, another red berry, so I can mark it or check it off in my basket of 5. So let's my last roll here. Hopefully I get a Jumbleberry. I don't. I got a Sugarberry. But you know what? That's okay, because I still have this category open. It counts the points of all the Jumbleberries that I have showing, and the maximum I can get for this is 10, right? Because I would get 2 for each berry in all 5 jars. But I have 2 points now for 4 jars. So 8 points, that's pretty good. I'm going to score it there, and my first round is done. So let's start the second round. I'm going to roll here, my first of 3 rolls. Look at that, I just found a Moonberry. Now, all of a sudden, I don't even know really what category I'm going to use down here, but I'm just going to lock that lid because I know that that's the most valuable berry. That's the most valuable type of berries. It's worth 7 points, so I'm going to hold on to it. There's that pest, that's worth nothing. Let's get rid of him. I'm going to use my second roll now. Remember, I'm holding on to that Moonberry. Now look at this. This isn't bad too. I have 2 pickleberries and 2 Jumbleberries. So let's just take a look at what categories we can score them in. Remember, a mixed basket here, I need 1 of each type of berry. So I only have 1 roll left, but I only need a Sugarberry, so that could be something I'd want to go for. Basket of 3, if I got another Pickleberry up here, I would have 3 green ones. So that would be pretty good because those are pretty valuable. And for the basket, remember I said before that it counts all the berries showing, so I'd also get points for this purple one. Right now I don't have 3, so it's just worth 0 points, but I can try my luck. Of course, I could score this right away in the Pickleberry category. That'd be worth 8 points. The Moonberry, I have 1 of them 7, but you know, I'm gonna use up all my rolls. So what I'm gonna try to do here is I'm gonna go for the basket of 3. This is pretty ambitious because remember, the green berry is uncommon, so it might not appear here, but I'm gonna cross my fingers and hope I get a green one. I only have 1 roll left this round. Come on, green, let's see. I didn't get a green, but look at that. I got a purple one. So there's not too many categories I can score this under. I can score it under the Moonberry category. I have 2 of them. That'd be worth 14 points. I can score it under the Pickleberry category because I have 2 of them, 4 points each. That's worth 8. But you know what I'm going to do? I don't usually like to use my free roll category so early on in the game, but look at that. My free roll is worth 24 points because it counts the value of all 5 berries showing. So that's 7, 4, 7, 4, and then 2. So I'm going to use the 24 points for my free roll. Just click the category. Round 2 is done. And now round 3 begins and I have 3 new rolls. So, you know, use the free roll right away, but that's okay. Now look at this. My first roll, and I've got a mixed basket here. I've got 1 purple one, I've got 1 green one, I've got a yellow one, and I've got a red one. So right away, I can score that in the mixed basket category. But remember, the mixed basket category counts all of the 4 berries, but it also counts the 5th berry here. So I have 2 rolls left, so I'm just gonna, no matter what, I'm gonna count it in the mixed berry basket, but I'm gonna use up my 2 rolls and hopefully I'm going to be able to replace this berry either with a green one or a purple one because that point value is worth more. So I'd get more than 17 points. But of course, there's a risk that I could always get a pest or 0 points and then my score would drop down to 15. But let's see. Got 2 rolls left. Let's see if I'm lucky. Got the Sugarberry again, so it's still 17 points. Come on, I need a Moonberry or a Pickleberry. I just got the Sugarberry. Oh well, that's fine because that's still a tough category to get. But I'm going to score this towards my mixed basket category. It's worth 17 points. Click on it, and round 3 is done, and we're ready for round 4, 3 new rolls. So, you know, we're not doing too bad so far. We're getting a good score here. So, wow, look at this. We got 3 green ones, a purple one, that one's really valuable, and a yellow one. So if you go down, let's see what categories we can use it. Here it is, basket of 3. Remember, basket of 3, you need 3 of the same berry, 1, 2, 3. And also, it will take the last 2 berries and use those points value when coming up with a score. So I have 21 points in this category. So I'm gonna actually roll at least 1 more time because I think I can get my points up because this one's not worth very much. But I'm gonna hold on to the purple one because that's worth a lot of points. So I've got 3, the purple, let's roll again. Got my sugar, I'm rolling a lot of Sugarberries today. Roll 1 more time, hopefully it's a Sugarberry again. So that's okay though, 21 points. I'm going to use the basket of 3. That was pretty good. 3 green ones, a purple one, and a yellow one. There we go. So now round 5 begins. So let's see. We've got some categories left. All sugarberries, all pickleberries, moonberries, basket of 4, and basket of 5. So there I rolled. Now the pickleberry one is just you're trying to get as many pickleberries as you can, and it just takes the point value of all the pickleberries that are showing and adds them towards this category. So you don't need a specific number of them, you just need as many as you can get. I just rolled 2 out of 5 there, so I'm going to try to go for this one and try to get 3 more with my last 2 rolls. There's that moonberry, there's that valuable one, but you know what? I'm going to have to let that one go because all I'm trying to get for this round are pickleberries. So it's tough to let a moonberry go when you see one, but I'm gonna have to let that go. Hopefully I'll get another pickleberry, and I do. Look at this. This is a really good roll. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 pickleberries. Now I'm gonna change my mind a little bit here because originally I was thinking I'm gonna go for this category, which is 16 points for the 4 pickleberries. They're worth 4 points each. But look at this, basket of 4 right next to it. It will score 23 points. And that's because I have a basket of 4, the 1, 2, 3, 4 pickleberries. But in this basket, for this category, it also counts the 5th berry, no matter what it is. So you could have 5 pickleberries and count it towards here. That would be worth 20 points. But because I have 4 pickleberries, 16 points, plus the moonberry is 17 points, I get 23 points. So that's a really good roll. So again, instead of scoring this one, I'm going to put it in my basket of 4. So I've got 4 more rounds left. I've used up some of the harder categories, so that's pretty good. Let's see what we get now on our 6th round. There's a moonberry. Remember, those ones are rare. I'm going to hold on to that and try to get as many moonberries as I can to score towards the moonberry category. I don't need a specific number of them. I just need as many as I can get. So there's another one. That's not bad. Look at this. I've got 3 of the pickleberries and 2 of the moonberries. If I still had this basket of 3 category open, I'd probably want to use that here because it will take the 1, 2, 3 pickleberries plus the 14 points for these 2 moonberries and add them all together to score for this category. But I already used it. That's okay. I'm going to hold on to this moonberry. So I have 2. I have 1 more roll left. Hopefully I'll see at least 1 more moonberry. And I do. Look at that. That's pretty lucky. So I've got 3 moonberries. So 7 plus 7 plus 7, 21. And I'm going to count that towards that category there. So look at that. We have a score of 114 so far with 3 more rounds to go. That's a pretty good score. We need 5 of the same berries for one of these rounds, though, and that's really tough to do. Now, I've gotten 5 moonberries a couple of times, but that's something that's really rare. And there's actually a badge that you get, an achievement, if you actually manage to do that. So let that be a little challenge for you. Try to get 5 moonberries. Now, I have a pickleberry category open here, so that means I need to get as many pickleberries as I can in order to count for this one, and I have a basket of 5. So what I'm going to do is hold on to these 2 pickleberries. You never know, maybe I'm going to roll 2 more times and get 5 pickleberries, and I'll be able to count that towards this category. But if I don't hit 5, that's okay, because I can still score them in this category. Right now I've got 2 of them, it's worth 8 points. Hopefully I'm going to get a few more. Nope, not that one. I have 1 more roll to get a couple more pickleberries. I got 1 more. There you go. So that's another 4 points. So now this category, it used to be 8, 4 plus 4, but now it's 4 plus 4 plus 4, 12. And I'm going to score it in the pickleberry category. Only 2 rounds left. I need as many sugarberries as I can. And I also need 5 of the same berry. So let me roll the dice. Look at that. 2 moonberries. You know what? I'm going to try to get 5 moonberries just for fun. If I don't get 5, I'm going to have to waste around and have 0 points for one category, but that's okay because our score is actually pretty good. So let's lock the lids of the moonberries. Now I need 3 more. Remember, only 1 of the 10 sides of each of these dice has a moonberry, so it's going to be tough, but it's happened before. That's not going to help me out, but look at that. I actually have a mixed basket here, 1 of each type of berry, and then the 5th extra berry, the purple one. So that would have been a good one to score in the mixed berry category, but that's okay. Going for 5 moonberries. I don't think it's going to happen, but let's see. Fingers crossed. My last roll this round. I got one, so there you go. 3 out of the 5 were moonberries, but that's not enough. Again, that would have been a good one to score in the basket of 3 categories because those are the 3 highest berries. It would have been worth a lot of points. Actually, let's see. If I were to use the basket of 3, if that was still available, I would have got 7, 7, 7, 21 points for that, plus 4 for this, that's 25, and then 2 more for this, 26, 27. So I would have done a lot better, but I already used that category later in the game. That's okay. Sugarberry, I could use this category because I do have 1. I'm only going to get 2 points for it. Basket of 5, I don't get any because I don't have 5 berries. But you know what? The basket of 5 is the hardest category to get. So I'm just going to waste this round. Click on the basket of 5 category. You don't always have to earn points for category. I'm just going to go for the sugarberries. My last round, I just need to get as many sugarberries as possible. If I don't get 5, that's fine because I just need to get as many as I can. So there's 1. I'm going to hold on to that. Remember, I'm going for as many sugarberries as I can. 2. Best thing here for me would be to get 3 more sugarberries, but that's going to be pretty tough to do. I got 1 more. So 2 points for the 1, 2, and 2. That makes 6 points. My final category, click on there, and the game is over. So as I mentioned before, usually at the end of arcade games, you're awarded Kinz Cash. But in this case, you're awarded berries. And actually, my score of 132 is not bad. And as a result, I got 5 berries. I got 2 sugarberries, 2 pickleberries, and 1 moonberry. And those berries are actually going to appear in your dock. You can use the berries to feed to your pet, or you can use them to fill up jars of preserves. Here's the jumbleberries, here's some moonberries. I have some berries that I have saved. You just have to click here to access your preserves and drag and drop a berry from your dock into a jar to try to fill it. I've almost finished the sugarberry jar here, so let me just complete that. You need 100 berries to fill each jar. Once it's filled, it'll seal itself. And all you need to do then is click on the filled jar of preserves in order to pick a prize. Remember, you can also feed a berry to your pet for the chance to win one of the same prizes you would by filling up a jar, but it's very rare. So you can try it, but it's really up to you. Feed it to your pet or fill up the jar. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. Please leave a comment below if you'd like me to take you through another game on Webkinz. I hope you had fun. I'll see you next time.